Now I want to demonstrate the pipetting workstation, and we're going to load Petri dishes onto the workstation, pipette them, and then return them to the rail car. So let's get this started. So now we see the rail car coming into the station. It's calibrating the position it wants to go to. Let me try to zoom in here. You can see now the arm is going to go down and pick up a Petri dish from the rail car. So we've got two different dishes, blue and a red one. And we're going to pipette the materials from either one of those into the Petri dish once we get it onto the platform. Now it's going to drop it down onto the holder. Now we want, since these Petri dishes have lids, we need to hold the lid while we're doing the pipetting. So we're just going to have the arm go down and grab the lid, pick it up, and again, these operations are slow, both because we need to do hardware and software improvements, and also in some cases I deliberately want it to run slow so I can see exactly what it's doing and stop it if there's a problem. So now these are the tips. I have two tip holders here. Eventually I'd like to have an automatic tip dispenser so you can just have an unlimited number of tips and just get a fresh tip every time you do some unique pipetting. So now we're going to go over to the blue dish here and pick up some of the blue fluid. And now we're going to aspirate. It's going to go down now, suck up a precise amount of fluid. So now we need to move over to the uncovered Petri dish. Go down to the bottom of the dish. And we're going to start dispensing it. And we could do a move here while we're dispensing, while we're moving across that. That could be valuable if you're working with gels and things like that. Just did the second stop there. And so we got our material in there. That was 50 microliters. Now we got to send it back to the rail car, so we're going back there where the lid was. Put our lid back on. The workstation signaled to the rail car software that it was done, so it's ready to put that back on. And now the rail car's got to go pick that up and put it back on the rail car. Put it back into its holder. And next, what we're going to do, we have another Petri dish on here that we want to use. But first, we're going to exchange tips because we want to use the red one on this one, so we want to have a fresh tip. That's what they need, to avoid contamination. So we're going to return the old one to its holder, previously used one. Let's move over to the other holder. Oh, no, first we're going to Now we're going to put on the other Petri dish. So the rail car moved to a new spot, and it's going to do the same operation. So as the rail car loads and unloads different things, it moves back and forth to give you optimal position for the arm to place objects onto the workstation. That kind of saves you from having to build an extra axis on the robot arm. Same thing, put it in its holder. Back now, pick up the lid. So now we're going to pipette a different amount of fluid. So what we're going to do is, this is just a mechanism. It needs a lot of improvement, I think, actually, to change the amount that we're pipetting. So I think we're going to move up a little bit here. If you could see that, it's changing the dial there. On the pipette, we went from 50 up to 60. That's microliters. Now we're going to pick up a fresh tip. It's pressing it in there really hard. And we're going to go over to the red one this time. Come down, do aspirate. Go down into the fluid, suck up 60 microliters, and move over to that uncovered Petri dish. Okay, go down to the bottom. Same thing, go across the bottom layer, go to the edge, do a second stop to make sure you got all the fluid out, and you get a precise pipette amount every time. Now you got to do the same thing, return the lid. Pick up the dish and return it back to the rail car. So now we got two, if you can see it in the rail car there, got two dishes, one with blue, one with red in it. Just the last operation here is returning the used pipette tip. And I think we're done. Yep, we're done.